Hello, my Leo collective. This is your message for June 2026. I hope you enjoy. Now, for all of you that are new, well, all the people that have been here for a minute, love y'all. Thank you so much for being here and supporting the channel. For all the newcomers, so I like astrology. I believe that astrology is the one that kind of determines how all these readers kind of read the cards. They just tell you based on their collective on how they interpret the energy. So because of that, I choose astrological events. And this June month has some big ones. The first thing is June 9th, Venus conjuncts Jupiter. This is like big blessing energy, like big yes from the universe, but it's also big feelings like relationship expansion, big heart things. So if your heart is full of caca, you will expand a lot of caca. And if it's not, then you will expand a lot of really positive things. So that being said, I'm going to be using this new Oracle deck I got from one of my clients. And we'll see how that works. And then I have some tarot deck so I can get more information about it. So how does this affect my Leos? Ooh, that was quick. The first thing we have is a roller coaster. Wow. And then we have the time clock. And it went upside down. So this is like a long roller coaster ride. We have the fishbowl and we have the message. I feel like the beginning of June, you're going to be in an emotional roller coaster. It's not something that's short term. It's something that's going to last a long period of time. It's very strongly linked to a feeling of feeling like stuck in the same shit different day. You know, like if the four walls around you are getting a little bit tighter and you just want to get out and you're waiting for some kind of message to come towards you. And that's probably causing some of the anxiety. So let me find out more about this. Okay, first thing that flew out is the Ten of Cups in reverse. This is the Ten of Cups in reverse is the disillusionment of something that you thought was going to be perfect. Three of Cups, like some kind of like social interaction, some vacation, something like that you thought was going to be awesome. Ten of Coins with possibly family. Page of Wands. Queen of Swords, Six of Cups. I feel like the problem is that in this social interaction, right? Someone is acting impulsively with the Page of Wands. It's like impulsive actions. I'm going to do this because it feels good, because I want to do it right now, and because that's what I want to do. Okay? And they're acting very childish, and then another person is kind of like, yeah, I'm not doing that. The Queen of Swords is kind of like, no, we don't play that game here. I feel like what makes this, because you were thinking this is going to be like happy family, everybody's going to get together, everybody's going to be happy, yada yada, social interactions, like a big party. And it does feel like family, so it can be actual family or soul family, but people are acting too foolish. And you're going to quickly get the message that this is just not going to work. And I don't feel like it's short-term either. This feels like you're going to be dealing with it for a while. I don't know. Some people are going to be acting stupid around you in the beginning of the month of June. I mean, yeah. It's an emotional roller coaster, but I don't feel like it's you feeling emotional roller coaster, but everyone else is kind of coming towards you acting this stupid. And it kind of is going to try to rattle your cage, so be careful not to get rattled. Okay. See, this is what I'm saying, Venus conjunct Jupiter, because it can be happy-go-lucky expansion, joyous stuff for you. But if the people that you're hanging around are like immature, foolish, yada, 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 this is going to be a freaking chaotic storm of people acting dumb. I think you have like a lot of dumb people around you. Not like dumb slow or whatever, but more dumb like emotionally immature and just dumb. This feels just frustrating. You know what? This first section, it just feels frustrating. I just feel frustrated in feeling this energy. The next thing is June 15th to the 17th. Venus is in Leo, which is your sign. But then it does a trine with Neptune and it opposes Pluto. This is like your desires meets your actions meets a call. But what that's all about, let's see. The first thing we have is an institution, some kind of the golden ticket. So it seems like you were waiting for some kind of paperwork to come through from some group, some people for you to go on vacation. So like literally, that one is so specific. Now, if it isn't for you, it isn't for you. Okay? If it isn't for you, it isn't for you. But what this looks like is like waiting for passports so you can go on a vacation, right? Or waiting for documentation so you can sell the house, or waiting for legal paperwork so you can move out. So, or waiting for your paperwork so that you can graduate, get your legal license. That's what this feels like. This feels so mundane. Is a good way to say it. Again, you're waiting for some big institution to give you the okay. And that was the Hierophant. Look at that. The Six of Pentacles. Look at it. It's signing contracts and paperwork. So things you can get the money that you need. Or to like finish a contract, right? Then we have the Ace of Wands, and that's the action you're waiting for. Literally, it's saying the exact same thing. Five of Wands is interesting. I don't know why this came up because this is feeling stabbed in the back. Why are we feeling stabbed in the back? Temperance in reverse. This is not that you're going to get stabbed in the back. This is your fear that you're not going to get those papers that you want. You're not going to graduate. You're not going to get the passport. You're not going to get the finalized court papers so that you can sell the house. You know, it's like this is anxiety that is stupid that you shouldn't be worried about. Because sun, everything's going to turn out just fine. So what I'm going to tell you is try to avoid feelings of anxiety where things are not going to work out the way that you want, especially when it comes to paperwork that you're waiting for, legal paperwork. Again, this can be a contract for a job, passport, the closing of a home, fill in the blank, right? Don't worry about it. You got this. It's going to be there. But I do feel you anxious about it around mid-June. Okay. Next thing, June 20th, Uranus squares North Node. This is the karma waves crashing, and it's positive or negative. I'm not really sure. So let's see how this is going to affect you. Yeah, this is like emotion, like the beginning of the month all the way till like the 15th to 17th around there, that like that time. I feel like your emotions are going to be scattered because you're like on edge about something, right? Let's see. The 20th. Oh, you're taking off. You're moving on up. Checkers with the factory. Okay. This means that You're taking off, you're moving on off. All the pieces of the post, I mean, the game started moving the way that you needed. You're winning this thing and you're being industrious. So it's like, I feel like a lot of worrying about nothing, because everything you were worrying about, going on vacation, getting that graduation, doing those papers for closing in that home, those legal documentations, whatever it is for you specifically, by the end of the month, which is the 20th, boom, it's there. That's what it looks like. Give me more on that, please. 5 of Cups. A lot of worry about nothing. Temperance, upright this time. And the Devil card. And the Devil card here does not mean something bad. It actually means the worries are gone. You start balancing yourself out, and here comes the contract you were waiting for, the movement forward in that agreement. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's talk about that Devil card being, if you're doing a foreclosure in a home, I mean, signing the last contract so you can sell the home, so you can, the last pieces of papers and documentation so you can get your papers, all that kind of stuff. 5 of Swords. Page of Swords. Wheel of Fortune. And then what I'm seeing is that your fears start moving away because you're realizing that they were for nothing. And then you're stepping into this energy of the Queen of Wands, because now you feel empowered. So I guess what I'm saying is that the entire month feels like emotional roller coaster until you get about to the 20th, when finally everything starts squaring up and being the way that you want it. Now, the last thing I want to look into is June 25th, with Venus, again, Leo, does a trine with Saturn and Mars. So those are 2 fires. And this is the energy of long-term commitment, agreements, actions, etc. So let's see how that's going to move forward. I just feel like somebody has a lot of emotional turbulence in June. Somebody of the sign of Leo. Now, this can be emotional turbulence or around you. People are acting this way, and nobody's going to act normal until when everything is set and squared away and everything is good, which I'm seeing around the 20th. Okay. Working upside down. The Devil. Ooh, that's the contract again. And the Phoenix writing. I mean, come on now. This is so, like, the paperwork here is exactly, it's going right around the same thing. So it's saying no more working to figure out if things are going to work out or whatever. The contract is signed. Everything is going as planned, and you're starting to get elevated. You're starting to move in the next level. Like, I mean, is this more perfect or what? This reading is so straightforward. I've not had such a straightforward reading. It's so, I want to say, mundane 3D, which is kind of nice sometimes. Look at that. Then we have the 9 of Pentacles with the Chariot card. I don't think you're going to be independent in this situation, because that turned upside down. So I'm feeling like what you're going to be doing is that you're going to get into a contract with somebody. And that's going to, it's stable first. The finances are stable, but it also, you're held into that contract for a while, or this agreement. 2 of Swords, again, being stuck in it for a while. 3 of Cups, but it doesn't feel bad. It actually feels good. It feels like a contract with 3 people, so it feels like a celebration energy, and there's like sun in this. So, I mean, yes, you see, 2 of Cups, the agreement. Yes, it's a contract. Yes, it's agreement. Yes, you have to be tied down to something, but whatever you're tied down to is actually very positive. So if this is like a new job, of course you're going to be tied down to the commitment of whatever that job is telling you you're supposed to do. If it's your papers, like for traveling, yeah, you're going to, you have the papers for like 10 years, right? If it's something that has to do with closing on a house, yeah, once you sign those pieces of paper, the house is either yours or you sold it, one of the two, however you were going to play that game, so It just feels like what I'm supposed to tell you here is that I see you very worried in the beginning of the month. And I just need you to take a breath because everything's going to work out for your greatest good. Okay? I hope this helps you.